Hiya Rocky, how you doing? Good morning everyone, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name is Emma, these are my allotment diaries. We're back on the allotment plot again in February. The weather is quite mild at the moment, but it is going to turn, and so I'm going to be running around fleecing everything and trying to just wrap things up, because I think when it's been so mild like this, sometimes the plants kind of get used to it because they're a bit, you know what plants are like, and then suddenly a frost comes or suddenly a colder kind of spell comes and they all panic, and sometimes they can just like spontaneously die is what I call it, because you know, I think with our ever-changing climate as well, plants are just finding it harder and harder to understand, so they're probably thinking, oh great, we're in spring now, and then all of a sudden all the colder weather is going to come down from the north or wherever it's coming from this time, and yeah, it just catches them by surprise and they all just suddenly die. That's one of the things I'll be doing today. I also need to do a bit of a spruce up on the allotment plot and just get it generally tidy and stuff. What I like to do when I have to do that, so allotment plots are like gardens, right? They do tend to get quite messy sometimes, and you don't always know like how it even happened or where to start, or like why it just looks so disheveled. What I like to do is just set a timer for like 10-15 minutes, the same as you do with like when you clean your house, and then just do a massive kind of clean up basically. And if you set a timer for 10-15 minutes, something like that, it's amazing how much you can get done in that time. It's almost like your brain goes into this like panic mode of like you've only got so much time, and your brain starts counting down and you can just get absolute tons done. So that's what I want to do. I also really wanted to tidy my shed today, but the amount of spiders in here is just like, they're multiplying. I just can't do it, guys, I just can't do it. I mean, I really need to tidy my shed. It's like, it's just, I mean, I'm going to kill myself in here. I'm falling over everything all the time, but the thing is with the spiders is they used to hide, so I used to not be able to see where they are. Now, like, they're everywhere. I can just literally see them, and if I can see them, then there are also hidden ones. So it's just like, there's just like double. So I just zoomed in on this to show you an example of a spider, and I can see that it's actually just a piece of like tree that's fallen. But what's that up there? And what's that there? Yeah, see, they are around. Those with a weak disposition, look away now. Oh, too late. There's a load of spiders and a load of dead ones too, and I don't know why. I just don't know. You see what I mean with the amount of spiders? It's just not even funny. It's not even funny. I don't even know how I'd begin to clean that. I mean, there's going to be hundreds under there, isn't there? Absolutely hundreds. Right, we'll start with cleaning the outside because it just feels a bit safer, you know? Like there's more space for me to run in case of an emergency. Putting on my winter ThinkGreen gloves today. So if you don't know about these, they're COOLJOB ThinkGreen gardening gloves. Some of the best gardening gloves I've ever had. I've got the links below to the Amazon. These are the winter ones, so inside they are nice and fleeced to keep your hands warm. They're also really thick as well. They just feel really good, really protective. So I'm going to put these on. I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes, put my headphones in and just go around and just tidy as much as I can. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's do it.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
I'm thinking this great big ground sheet here might keep the weeds at bay a little bit. I'm going to wait and see what it does really, because there's a lot of weeds under here and I can't bother to dig it all over because it'll take me hours. So if I just put this here and then weigh it down with something, it might just stop the weeds at the back of the plot from getting too much. That's the theory anyway. We don't know if it'll work yet because we never know. We never know.
I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for.
Just trying to keep on top of the weeds that are growing around my new tulip bulbs that are coming up, because tulips are absolutely stunning when they come up, right? But The weeds just look absolutely terrible around them. It looks really dishevelled, like they've just come up out of nowhere. And I kind of want this really neat kind of picked flower looking look. So I'm just going through it very carefully and trying to get the weeds without killing the bulbs, basically. Well, this seems to be where everything that I've lost over the last 3 years has ended up. It's my safety goggles. That's right guys, I used to have them. I don't know why they're string tied around the middle. Not sure if that was a look I'm going for or I don't know. But anyway, I used to have safety goggles and use them all the time until I lost them under here. What else have we got? Paintbrush. Teeny tiny little shovel thing, trowel. Oh, this is my original plot sign that I made. Good times. I had dreams of like hanging that up somewhere and it just never happened. I mean, surprise, surprise. This is useful. Big old piece of glass. This might be useful for warming up some of the soil somewhere. Maybe I could put some early carrots in or something. I might use this to warm up the soil. Where do I want carrots? Right, watch me attack this ornamental grass. Won't know what's hit it. Right. What could do it? Oh my god, why is it so hard to get up? Up she comes. Oh my god, it's lifted my whole shed. You see that? I just lifted my whole shed up. God, how is this shed still standing? And that's how you get an ornamental grass up. That actually went a lot better than I thought it would. I don't think the roots are very deep, and also I think most of it's probably underneath my shed, so there's nothing I can do about that, but that feels good. Right, we're gonna go in guys, we're gonna do it. I can't promise I'll get very far, but we're gonna try. We have to try. This is the bit I am most concerned with because this is where they all are. So it is absolutely massive. I mean, I literally don't know why he's in here. I don't know how he fit in here, to be honest. I don't know how he fit through the door. He's joking, he's bloody gone. He's bloody gone. I knew he'd go. I knew he'd disappear. Oh my god, it's worse when you don't know where they are. I knew he'd disappear like that. God, it's my body there. Jesus Christ, can you see him on the camera from this distance? My god, stop it. That's massive, isn't it? I told you there was massive ones in here. I don't know what to do. I can just never go in my shed again now. That's it. I can never go in my shed again because of you. Why are you in here? I've got to watch him now because I just don't. Oh, it's disappeared. Damn it. This is why my shed has been such a tip for so long. What am I supposed to do with that? That's not even a spider, it's a flipping tarantula. It's moving things. It's literally moving objects as it's moving. So what am I supposed to do? Just never go in my shed? Right, this is how much I've managed to get out, and I'm pretty damn proud of myself, to be honest. I've just left that little bit there because I don't know where he is and I think he might be under one of them. So we'll leave that, that's fine. That's just like 3 pots and a bit of plastic, it's fine, whatever, right? Over here, I'm just going to spruce that up a little bit and then just try and start putting some of this stuff back in neater. I tend to just do this job over and over again every single year, and the shed always gets back into the state it was before, so I don't really know how to keep it like this, but I know I need to do it. So, right, he's buggered off now. I'd like to sweep the floor with something, I'm not sure what. I need a broom really, don't I? I need a broom. It doesn't work. That one doesn't work. There's a surprise. Something doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Looks like a real shed now. Pulled it out with the wheelbarrow, didn't I? It's just a good way of warming up the soil if you've got an old glass thing from a greenhouse or something, just because when the sun comes through it's like a magnifying glass, isn't it? Well, I hope there's no ants under there. Oh, look who it is! Look who's come for a little visit. It's our favourite allotment cat, it's Rocky. Hiya, Rocky. Hiya, Rocky, how you doing? You haven't been around for a while. Do you want to see my new clean shed? Look in here, Rocky. It's very clean in here now. Oh, Rocky. Rocky, there's a great big spider in here. Do you want to try and get him? Do you want to come and try and get my big spider? Not today. Are you saying not today? Oh, come on, he's just over in this corner here. It's over here in the corner somewhere. Will you see if you can get him for me? No, I think he literally just said no. He's like, sort your own blooming spider out. Not your spider catcher. Why can't you be my spider catcher though? Hey, why can't you? Do you know how much easier my life would be if you were my designated spider catcher? Hey? My designated spider catcher. Oh, you're so lovely. Right, well, now that Rocky was absolutely no help whatsoever, let me show you around my shed. So actually looking at it now, it is so much better than it was before. I can't actually get over how much better it is. I've decided on keeping the pallet like this for now just because it's so rotted. I have to replace the wood if I'm going to make a planter, but it'd be nice to have another little planter there, you know, because I've got my strawberry one on the side and I could have one there too. But for now we'll keep it like that. You can already see how much better it is. I know I've still got some rubbish here, but all of the big green ornamental grasses are gone. So much better. And then let's go inside and have a look. The mess has gone. Just a few pots in the corner to keep Spidey happy. And then I've hung a lot of my tools up here, which makes it look like a real gardening shed really. Got my shovel, what's that called? A saw there. And then over here I've got all my pots and things. It's not as neat as I'd like it to be, for sure. Under here I've got things are bagged up, so I know where everything is under there. I say that now, don't hold me to that. But yeah, it's not as neat as I want it to be. I'd like it to be a really nice, cute, beautiful little girly shed. You know, I used to have visions of like me having a cup of tea in here and having my lunch in here and stuff, but with the amount of spiders it's just not going to happen. So instead of like worrying about that and trying to make it all beautiful in here, I'll just try and make it practical, I think. I don't think I've ever said that before. I'll try and make it practical instead. Yeah, really proud of myself today for doing that. Sometimes at the allotment plot, you know, you don't end up doing hardly any gardening at all. It's all about these kind of jobs. I do tend to do this at the beginning of the year and it lasts me probably until like September, October, and then it starts to get all messy again as I sort of get tired and can't be bothered anymore. I'll try really hard to keep on top of it this year, but that is just the way it goes, and the shed always needs a bit of a spruce up. So it's just one of those jobs you just got to get on with and get done whenever you feel like doing it, and I felt like doing it today, so that's what we've done. I feel great for it. I feel great. We only tackled one big spider as well, which is excellent going. Yeah, hope you enjoyed my little vlog today. If you did, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you again at the end of the week. Have a lovely rest of your gardening week, everyone. See you later. Bye.